it. This is the most blatant fucking aimbot shit in the world. I don't know how the fuck you can upload this and think this is fucking legit. Like, nobody will catch on to this shit. Look at this. So this is 0.25 speed. The perfect track while getting suppressed onto the head. Right? This is gonna be like the fucking blooper where I just show the blatant fucking aimbot. Because this is fucking insane. Okay. No, it's not done. It's not done. It gets even better. Okay, there's the perfect fucking. You can see the track onto the head there while moving as well. And then the best part is coming up. Well, this isn't even the best part. There's a more blatant part, and it gets even more blatant than this next shot. But what she does is she does this little bait peek out, you know, try and get the guy to pre-fire. Perfect peek. The guy is on top of the box, perfectly pre-aims it. The perfect track. He goes slightly left and then slightly right. The perfect track under the head. No, it gets better. It gets better. It gets better. You see this guy here to the right? You see this guy here to the right? Well, this guy, he just gets fucked. This isn't sus at all. This is just not even a headshot. But no. It gets even better. It gets even better, right? Okay, she knows that guy's there. Pre-aims it. This guy goes around the wall. She aims at the wall, and then he jumps out the perfect diagonal track onto the head. It doesn't get more blatant. It doesn't. Hello, everybody. I've been putting off on making this video for a while, but obviously you see the title. Phantom Forces Overwatch Episode 2. Now, I'm going to try something different for this one than the Bodanator video, which is obviously I'm going to do this as like a live commentary while watching the video. So if you're more interested in me doing live commentaries like this in the future, make sure to comment below, or if you want one structured more like the Bodanator video I made a while ago, then tell me. That was more of like post commentary and I had clips already selected out. But yeah, let's jump into this. Before I start, let me give some backstory as to why this video exists. So Epsilon, as you can see, is in the server, thought that Miku is cheating. Miku is obviously who we're covering. Yeah, he was the one that was like, upload your recording. He originally watched it and was like, okay, she uploaded it. She's obviously not cheating. But as it turns out in this video, she is definitely cheating. Without a doubt. You can go and watch the video for yourself. Do that before you watch my video where I tell you everything and come to a verdict yourself. But in this video, I'm going to show you how she was cheating on recording. Like, I'm going to explain where you can see the cheats. I'm not going to tell you how to cheat on recording. But yeah, and I just think this will be easier since I can explain it more thoroughly than if I was just to script it, and more naturally. So yeah, we're just going to hop into it. Okay, this here is really weird. And when I mean really weird, I mean really weird. So you're going to think she's running out of spawn here. Why would you look to this guy top Eskies, right? But if you actually look, she's not looking top Eskies. She's looking at the like exact angle you would do if someone's running from red into yellow. And you're actually going to see it. This is how about shut. You can see their name on the recording. She runs away and they actually do get taken out if you look at the kill feed up there. So she wasn't pre-aiming the top of the Eskies. She was actually looking through the wall to see the guy running from red into yellow. So that's just another little small thing that you have to really pay attention to. It definitely gets more blatant from here though. Okay, are y'all seeing this? Hold up, let's do a little count there. Right? So she's here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then she peeks out. And actually, if you slow it down just a tad, you can see she starts pre-firing the wall and doesn't actually see the person when they're peeking out. She's literally shooting at the wall here. You cannot see besides maybe like a little sliver of them right there. But yeah, she's literally just pre-firing the ball. And then you can see afterwards she looks back and is like through the wall at the Eskies and is like, oh yeah, nobody's there. And then does it again, like 3, 4, oh my, another 4 times. So you'll see that a lot if you watch the original recording. It's, oh, there's another check, but yeah, it's pretty insane. And another one. It just never stops. So yeah, I just want to point out this. This is the original kill here, right? We're going to slow it down. Like, this reaction speed is insane. Not just insane, it's faster than, like, anyone ever. It's like, as soon as they're around the corner, she is shooting. Nobody has that reaction speed. Literally nobody in the game. Okay? You may think you have that reaction speed. If you think you do, record it. Okay, and we'll actually see how fast it is. And I ain't talking like some private trigger bot cheats you got or whatever. I'm talking like actual reaction speed. Nobody has that. That's just aim, or that's just wall hacks right there. Can anyone see this person? See, like, you can like see a sliver of them, but from bottom left, they're not on radar at all. This person to the left would be like around here. They're not on radar. You can barely see them, but she's like pinpointing this guy as he is like behind these kiosk roofs as well. Like, that is insanely hard to spot. Insanely hard. And I mean, like, sure, maybe you got some freaky ass bug eyes and you can see those fucking pixels, but I fucking doubt it. And as you can see, perfect pre-fire, perfect pre-aim. As well, she's just pushing this and doesn't care that anybody's there. But as well, if you go back, like, she's fighting at mid for a good while here. Like, she's looking around mid, not really worrying. And then she just randomly runs down as fast as you can. Pretty different from her turning back around to look like she's not doing 180s or whatever. But when a guy is actually there, she's like running down as fast as she can. Just pretty obvious that there's some wall hacks there. This is a small thing. This is a really small thing, but when you see it, you can't really unsee it. It's that, like, while she's in spawn here, she's going to constantly look to the left towards mid to see where people are, like, through the wall. You know, usually you can just check minimap for that. You don't have to turn your entire character. I guess you can see where your teammates are, but given how much she's looking at the wall in other places, I'm pretty sure it's just to see where the enemy is. And this is just weird because she's getting ready for this person pushed up at Eskies without them even throwing a nade. See, throws the nade and then immediately is going to go here, ready to pre-aim. The nade isn't even around the corner, and she gets the kill. There was no call. Like, if we turn it up, there was no call because their teammate Brown Box couldn't hear them unless literally, like, super hearing. She's stuck in their spawn. Usually she just run up. You can see it later on in the recording that she just knows when people aren't in certain spots and when people are. That's just how she's playing. You can see, like, if you slow this down. So she's gonna push out. She does see that guy purple door, barely. Yep, sees them there. And then rounds this pillar, doesn't know where they are, but begins pre-firing this when she can't even see them. So that's just another instance of wall hacks, knowing the person is behind the kiosk when she really has no info besides just seeing them purple door, you know. They could have gone back to purple to regroup with the team, and see, she's already pre-firing, or pre-aiming this when her teammate's running into red as well, so it's just pretty obvious.
Oh, red.
Now this is just insane, right? When you're rounding this brown box, right, you're not, like, if we slow this down, you can see how she is pre-aiming the top of that kiosk, right? I'll slow this down full speed. Slow this down. See, this person is in the air and she is pre-aiming them. You just don't do that if you're a normal player. It's actually just, yeah. And then, I mean, that person's on radar, but it's like, you're just pre-aiming that kiosk as well while they're peeking out. Too many coincidences to just brush it off as a coincidence, you know? To me, this is just blatant.
Fuck, what?
Nice.
See, this one is also, like, strange. Because, right, she's pre-aiming. Usually doesn't do that, by the way. Usually just runs on down, kills them or whatever. Or just turns towards it. But she knows this... Well, actually, she killed the first guy. Let's go back to the first guy. Oh, no, wait. Hold on, I'm tripping. She killed him mid. But she's gonna kill this guy who peeks out in a second. Yep. And then she's reloading. She is reloading her gun. Stops the reload, and then this guy peeks out as well. It's like, how do you know that person's about to peek out? Why wouldn't you just reload? It makes no sense. It makes no sense.
Yeah. First
Fuck, our SQ, yeah.
He's dead.
Now, this is pretty blatant pre-fire. But another thing I want to throw in here too, if we slow it down to like 0.25 speed. Check this, the reticle on the delta sight here immediately is going towards the head, right? And it's just one of those weird things that can either just be, you know, a pre-aim and they get lucky with the spray, but from other videos I can tell that she's using some sort of silent aim, so I would guess that's part of the silent aim. And I might make another video on another game she did months ago where she was cheating. Pretty sure she's been cheating for a really long time, by the way. This isn't like some recent development. This is a pretty recent game, like last month, I think. But in terms of her cheating, she's been doing it for probably since CPFO Season 7. Without a doubt, I think. Just given how good she was back then and how bad she is when she's on watch list. It's actually insane. It's like watching two different players.
They're pushing on hill. One on hill, one on hill. Hill dead. Another one red.
See, you can see there just how much she needs her silent aim. Because imagine that for an entire recording, and that's her on watch list. The silent aim, it's not gonna like be an obvious aimbot where it's like super locking on. It's just like to give you that slight, it's to give you that more consistent aim. Because she uses a really high sensitivity, it's really hard to aim consistently, and you can see that in her watchlist recordings, but that silent aim in this recording just like makes it so much easier to kill people. Okay, to the untrained eye, that might look normal. We'll watch it again in full speed, right? See, you might think, oh, that's just a quick reaction. And I say to that, this isn't a reaction, this is a legit. So she starts turning here, right here. If we go to like the exact frame, she actually starts aiming to the right before she can even see the person. And I know what you can say. You can say it's footsteps, but at the same time, she's shooting her gun. You're not going to hear a footstep on concrete while you're shooting, unless you literally are suffering from brain damage, like ear damage, not brain damage. But if you do cheat, you are brain damaged. So.
Bedtime, red.
See here, this right here is literally a perfect pre-aim. So yeah, I just want to make this abundantly clear here. She's going to pre-aim like right here, not the close angle, not the far angle, but perfectly onto where Zudo's torso is.
Dude, no way he fucking baited. Come inside a ski.
See right there how she's like looking constantly at their spawn. Another pre-fire, doesn't even see them. It's just insane how blatant this is, you know? Like you don't get so many caught in 4K moments in one game unless they're going as hard as they can while trying to remotely pass as legit. you hear right there, Epsilon, our hero of this episode, the one who got this uploaded.
No way.
Miku, you cheated.
This is the moment where he's like, okay, Miku's gotta be cheating in this, and thank God he did, because now we have content.
I wish.
Okay. This is actually a lot more insane than you might think, right? So she's like,
Miku,
she jumps up. I'm gonna slow this down again. So she's gonna, oh, she's gonna jump up, fight this guy Red, is gonna get shot at, then does a perfect 180 to this guy who she cannot even see. She flicks her teammate first, but then flicks to this guy, which she doesn't even see. Besides for the nade, we can tell that the guy's there because of the nade trail coming from them. See the nade, it's red. But yeah, she can literally not see this person. They're not even on radar. If you look in the bottom left, they're not even on radar, but she does a perfect 180 flick onto them and they're behind a wall. It literally does not get more blatant than that. Like, there's no way you can be more sus than that. Watch anybody else's recording, and you won't find anything like that in any of them. You can watch me, Andre, I don't know, Bryce, Roman, any of them. Watch the recordings, you're not gonna get shit like that. You're just not. Because guess what? We're legit, and this bitch ain't.
Yep, Cappy. We need someone sitting on
See, that's just another perfect torso pre-aim, and then I'm gonna slow this down because this is sort of the silent aim kicking in, right? I'll show it in full speed again, but you can see how it's the perfect torso track, right? We're gonna slow this down so you can see this tracking in action. So this guy starts by jumping and going around the corner, and then she jumps, but her aiming stays entirely on that person's torso the entire time, right? If you have that level of tracking, I do not know why the fuck you are playing Roblox and not some other game. Like, you should be pro in, I don't know, Valorant, Overwatch, CS, whatever FPS you want to play. You should be using this god tier tracking in some other game, not playing goddamn Roblox. I'm sorry. Okay, see, this is just funny. This is just funny, right? Whips out the Tech 9. Literally, just nobody peeks like this. I think everyone can realize this is just inhuman. What she's doing here. Literal perfect pre-fire. Starts aiming at them directly through the wall. It's not a common angle. Like, those pre-fires earlier, when they're running down Eskies, you can say, oh, you know, they're running close to the wall. It's an obvious pre-fire if you hear them. But you're not pre-firing that angle in any universe. Not a single one out there. Doctor Strange, he's like looking at all the possibilities, and this one is like 1 in 4 trillion or whatever that line is in the movie. I don't know. I don't watch Marvel.
I've been only going for drains. That's okay. That's how it works.
You can see this transfer as well is pretty weird. Although you can't see them, as you can see by this. But you can see the silent aim as well. How Zudo, the jump is obviously like slower momentum than a dolphin dive. So the silent aim, hold up, this kind of glitched out. You can see how the silent aim is able to like track onto his torso as he jumps up, but then he goes way too high, and she just holds the crosshair there. Like I'll show it again just so you can see. It's stays on the torso, and then as he's jumping, the crosshair is jumping as well. Just a little bit though, because then he starts dolphin diving, and his momentum is too fast for the silent aim to follow. So yeah, that's the end of this recording, and yeah, not much else to say. I feel like I've made my point with this one, and it's much more blatant than Bodanator. And as I said, there's another video I have of her cheating in the past, which more so showcases a lot of silent aim things, which I may cover in the future, although there is also another person I want to make a video on, someone that might not be on people's radars, but that's a situation that isn't completely resolved yet, so I want to wait and make the video for when that happens. So yeah, I've been sitting here for 30 minutes recording this, gonna cut it up. Thanks everyone for watching. My team, Phantom Rangers, is sponsored by Ragtaros. Her link's gonna be in the description. Go sub to her and join her group. I guess it's called Quattro Capital or whatever. But yeah, anyways, thank you all for watching. I hope you learned a thing or two about cheats, silent aim, wall hacks, and yeah, take care.
Back by here. Nice. For having the shittiest next week.
Okay. One pushing ticket. One health. Thank you.
Yep, just angry.
Ski, our spot.
Do we have an LMG?